To inspect this bass, I'm going to start by putting a capo over the first fret. Then I'll put my finger on the highest up fret. 16 thousandths of an inch feeler gauge will barely slide between the string and the frets where the gap is biggest. Currently this neck is really straight. If the neck was too bowed, I would tighten this truss rod, but it's not as tight as it can go. The nut looks good. The strings are low over the first fret. I'll get out the feeler gauges and measure them. I've got a piece of a guitar string here that's 17 thousandths of an inch thick for it to pass between the string and the fret. Barely enough room for it to get under. That means the nut slots are filed perfectly. The action is great. I've got it on the bench. I'm gonna measure the action of the G string over the 12th fret, slightly below 4/64 of an inch. Very low action. Okay, on the E string, it's just a bit under 4/64 of an inch. So the action is very low, and low is a good thing as long as it plays without any buzzing. That's going to be the next thing to check. Got it plugged in so I can check if the frets buzz. Also got to check the electronics. It's pretty simple on this bass. Jack's good, tone's good, volume's good, pickups are good. Any buzz on the open strings? Of course not, sounds great. Yeah, I personally go through all the frets. Everything is good with the setup. You can plug it in again to see how the intonation is. Okay, here's the open E. Then holding down the octave. They're both in tune. Here's the open A string. Holding down the octave on the A. D string. Octave on the D string. G string. Octave on the G. Intonated.